couldn't see with how close I was. It's not hard to find if your grip is loose enough.
Hi guys, so I am back in Singapore and I have completed my 21 days of SHN, and I mean I've been out for like the past week and everything is basically just online in school. So I am doing my summer term online and it is basically doing random classes at random timing, or like tutorials at random timing basically. I did mention a while back that I am calling out for collaborators and for this video series, and basically I'm currently working on this series of video works and to talk about like social and political injustice faced by minorities in specifically in Singapore context. So I'm hoping to talk about like racial discrimination, gender discrimination, transgender discrimination, and LGBT community, and basically all are welcome, so like just hit me up. And it would be ideal if you're open to sharing your personal anecdotes and personal stories. It can be written in any form, any way. And this finalized product would be, or this finalized work would be like a one-on-one collaboration with me and you basically, and there will be one video works, and it would be an entire series of video works, so it's not gonna be just one person. And one person that I kind of like allocated time that I have in mind is about like 5 to 8 minutes, which is about 500 to 800 words. So the entire series would basically be a compilation of various anecdotes from everyone from different backgrounds, basically as Rojak as Singapore. And if you're someone who cares strongly for the minority communities or any minority communities, or if there is any organization that you feel I should reach out to wider demographic, please reach out and comment down in the section below as well. And so the current structure of this project that I'm working on is based on this personal anecdote of the title being "What is it like being bracket a blank in Singapore?" So it could be anything. So it could be, what is it like being an immigrant in Singapore? What is it like being or like what is it like being gay? What is it like being bisexual? What is it like being anything? Video wise, I will be the one filming the video, but whatever content in the video would be further discussed, and it would be based on what you write basically. And what I would need from you guys is actually just a 500 to 800 writing in any form. It could be poetry, it could be prose, it could be a script, it could be anything basically. And hegemonic groups or communities, feel free to step in as well, and it could be about any minor experiences that you have encountered on like public transport, etc., and or like basically any minor points of realizations as well, or like major points of realization as well. Why? And especially with this like COVID situation, there is a lot of kind of like exposure of the underlying institutionalized racism and innate racism basically that kind of has been surfacing because of recent issues. So feel free to write in any language or mother tongue that you're comfortable with, or like you could speak in for example Hakka or like Cantonese, or I'll put my email in the link below if you want to straight away and send me a writing. That would be great, as well as your contact number, and I'll contact you. And as mentioned, the videos is gonna be preferably be around 5 to 8 minutes, or like 8 to 10 minutes, depending on how much you want to write, or depending on how much you showed, or how much you develop. And it's gonna be as raw as possible, so I would not be touching your writing, or I would not be changing anything of your writing. I'm not gonna be dictating what you're gonna write. I'm not gonna be editing, or I wouldn't be influencing. I would be editing what you write. It's gonna be completely up to you, and it's like an open-ended question basically. So in a sense, it's more of like what are the steps we can take moving forward. And it's not just about criticizing, it's not just about self-realization or like, oh shit, I've been a racist, I need to change. It could be developed into a much deeper thing. So right now, at this point in time, I am actually just trying to collate as much writings as possible. And the saddest part is, and we can schedule a meeting after, but I mean, with this current CV phase 2.5,
fine when you're not really fine,
and I just
you
got
just
off
can't
one.
get into it because they would never understand.
Well, it's gonna be a one-on-one meeting anyway, so we could fix something up.
Are you shy? Why are you shy? Hmm? Hmm? Are you enjoying your life?
In this video, I actually did one on my own. I wrote a 800 word kind of like writing in a sense, or like a mini essay, and I filmed a video as well. Stay tuned to the end of the video for a short version of it. Basically a really minor version of it, like a 1 to 2 minutes teaser. And speaking of Circuit Breaker 2.5, what should we do? Like, what should I do? I have no vlogs, I have no content, because I haven't been going out. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna be ending up doing my quarantine bakes again. So yeah, feel free to drop me in the comment section down below to let me know what I should try out, or what baked goods should I try, or if any one of you want to send me some baking or like baked desserts, cookies, muffins, anything that you would like me to try and review, please let me know in the comment section down below as well, and I will do them next week. And I guess that's it for this week's video. I know it's kind of boring, it's just me sitting in front of the camera talking, and I hope next week will be better, and I'll see you guys again next week. Bye. Okay. I have internalized the prejudice that the society perpetrated against me, so much so that I discriminated and I denied myself. Despite being a child of immigrants, I'm fortunate. I do have to acknowledge that I, after all, still belong to the hegemonic racial group. Chinese privilege is real. I cannot speak for the minorities, nor have I been through what I've gone through in Singapore. I have not had someone move away from me on public transport just because of my race. I've not been stereotyped to lay park their staircase just because of my race. I've not been referred to as a kidnapping boogeyman just because of my race. I've not been considered smarter or more hardworking just because of my race. I've not been deemed that I do not have a bright future or been doubted my ability just because of my race. Then this is all only the tip of the iceberg. I cannot understand the minority's position and experiences as I have not gone through them, and I can only attempt to put myself in their shoes. Nonetheless, I do have to apologize for any racist remarks that I have made, no matter how unintentional or unaware that what I said was racist. And this being an issue in itself. Growing up, we pledge every day in schools to be one united people, regardless of race, language, and religion. But did we? And if so, what do those words mean? We might not be able to turn back time and change what had happened before, but what we can do is to acknowledge the institutionalized racism and the microaggression that had been going on, recognize the mistakes that we have made as a hegemonic group, and change our actions instead of denying, avoiding, and silencing the different voices that are giving us constructive criticisms. We need to acknowledge our shortcomings and embrace the differences between the races. This recognition is not a division. It is a means of unity. Okay, thanks, bye.